Good morning, Anu. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, Doreen. Tell me.
Anu, I was just wondering about this workshop that's happening on the 30th to the 2nd of November. It's a Dr. Kwesi workshop about metavision. So, can you tell me in brief what is this workshop going to be about, and how is it different from our regular meta health workshops?
First of all, let's understand that who is Dr. Kwesi. Because
Okay.
I'm not conducting the workshop, I'm assisting him. Dr. Kwesi is an ophthalmologist. He's somebody who is, who studied under New German Medicine with Gert Hammer. He's also somebody who has done a lot of work in the field of meta health and
Okay.
has basically realized how to make a complex organ like eye very, very simple. So he's called it metavision, and basically it's just an outbranch of meta health. So because he's named it metavision, so we're calling it the vision, perception, and everything will happen. Now, how is it different from meta health? Meta health, basically, we were just looking at in the first two levels that we've done here, and people who become practitioners, we've not done beyond that. This is basically a master's topic if you really look at it. Nobody
Okay.
talks about eye the way I have seen Dr. Kwesi talk about it.
Okay.
He's going to be first helping us diagnose why do we have eye disorders. Now it goes just beyond, if we look at people and you say eye disorder, and most of my therapist friends will say, oh, that means you don't want to see something.
Yeah, but it's not really as simple as that, is it?
No, it's not that simple, and that's what is so amazing. If you look at the
Okay.
eye, it's got
Yeah.
all the organs.
Hmm.
Like the hand has all the organs,
Hmm.
the feet has all the organs, the lips are supposed to have all the organs,
Hmm.
the brain is supposed to have all the organs. Just like that, the eyes are supposed to have all the organs.
Okay.
So if we're learning about eye, we not only do we understand that we're learning about the eye, but we're learning about all the organs.
Okay.
The second part of it that we need to understand is that the eye by itself is a part of the brain. Now,
Okay.
doctors who studied embryology, it basically means at what layer did we get what part of the eye during
Okay.
evolution. So, for a basic brain, what part of the eye is connected to that?
Okay.
What are the conflicts of the brain or the eye which are connected only with not feeling protected?
Okay.
What are the diseases which the eye is manifesting where the person is feeling separated? What are the conflicts that the person is creating when they are not feeling good about themselves?
Yes.
So, can you imagine right from basic survival
Hmm.
to not being able to communicate, which is the most complex thing to do, everything is encompassed in one eye.
Yes.
So,
And it cannot be as simple as because someone does not want to see, they're blurring their vision. Because the beauty is that because someone doesn't want to see something, why is a person having double vision? If you don't want to see something, then why are you seeing two of the same thing?
absolutely.
And why is it that some person, if you don't want to see something, why are you just not seeing a specific color? So I'm sure it is not as simple as, oh, because you don't want to see something, you're blurring your vision, or
Absolutely.
because you don't want to see something, you're turning blind. And
Absolutely.
who would really want to do that to themselves? So maybe it's a lot more than.
It is far beyond anybody's imagination, and what's very, very interesting Dr. Kwesi is doing, let me give you an example. Like, you know what cataract is about. The white thing that grows inside the eye,
Yes.
generally is age related.
Yes.
And it's very interesting that they say, they call it the clouding of the lens.
Yes.
Can you imagine Dr. Kwesi has actually managed to connect that to Alzheimer's and say Alzheimer's clouding of the memory?
Wow.
Now we're going to making connections like that and see, okay, we're looking at one disease which is an eye problem, but maybe it's got a replica of it in another layer. We've got 5 senses, haven't we?
Yes.
Basically 6. Yeah. So the conflict can be on the visual front, which we are basically looking at, but the conflict can be on the hearing front, on the audio front, on the feeling front, which is the skin, or it could be on the smell front, which is the nose, or it could be the thinking front, which is your mind, or it could be the tongue, which is the tasting zone.
Yes.
And all these can be then manifested in a different way. And can you imagine he's just going to use 4 colors? That's called Lucia color test.
That sounds like a workshop which is going to be a very detailed and intricate workshop made very simple.
You see, meta health is beautiful.
Yes.
Yet we lot of people found it very challenging to understand it sometimes because which brain layer and then which organ layer. Dr. Kwesi is getting that in for people who've already done meta health, but for people who've never touched meta health, and for even people who've done meta health, they can use just 4 colors.
Basically simplifying things.
Just 4 colors, Doreen. I mean, we're using color red, use color blue, color yellow, and color green. And he's just going to give you a very brief of what that color means. In fact, absolutely, from there we can come to a lot more.
So Anu, can you tell us a little more about what Lucia color test is? And I have seen you personally using Lucia color test diagnostic tool at exhibitions, and also I've had a personal experience. And before that, you've already had meta diagnostic tool, and you've had other diagnostic tool. You're into so many other modalities as well. How was this Lucia color diagnostic tool helpful to you? Did it really change the way you diagnose? How did it really help you is what I'm trying to get at.
Dr. Kwesi says that color is the mother tongue of unconscious.
Okay.
So even if we lie to ourselves and try cognitively explaining everything, the choice of colors takes off that cognitive bit completely, brings the unconscious.
Okay.
And so people have realized that what Dr. Kwesi has realized is people pick up certain colors, and those certain colors had a certain significance in the eye problems.
Okay.
And Dr. Marx Lucia is the one who had invented it, and many years back. And he has never used it in the way that Dr. Kwesi has used it.
Okay.
What's very, very interesting in this whole story is, let's take an example of somebody having again cataract. Cataract means, as you know, the clouding of the lens. Do you know cataract actually means that there is no color in my life?
That's interesting.
It's just dark, right?
Yeah.
Everything is dark. Everything is
They
gray.
see everything gray, right?
They just can't see anything. It's like clouded vision.
Yeah.
So Dr. Kwesi is the one who found out that actually means minus blue, minus yellow, minus red, and minus green, which means they actually don't have any rainbow in their life. Now, can that just make it so simple? And this is, I'm just talking about one disease. You know, there are how many eye disorders. We're going to be talking about squints, iritis, macular degeneration, retina degeneration. We're going to be talking about refractive problems, conjunctivitis, and so many more. And each one then we're going to be connecting to different brain layers, different colors, and seeing, and not just finding the diagnosis. You see, once I know ki, हाँ ये problem है, this problem is there. The next question always, Doreen, is what's the solution?
Yes, exactly.
So for all my therapist friends and all the people who've done meta health, let me tell you, we got solutions for you guys. But for that, you need to think out of the box. And Dr. Kwesi is absolutely thought out of the box. And this meta vision is nothing but out of a box vision that we're going to give you. You're just going to love it.
So it's also going to help us challenge a few of our belief system in terms of stress symptoms and off stress symptoms.
Absolutely, because sometimes it can be very confusing when we are saying that a disease only shows up in off stress and doesn't show up in stress, but eye is not like that. Again, why it happened in the right eye and left eye, we know that the eye is actually not completely left and right, because the optical nerves, the eye is divided into half and half. And we can't be as lay as saying, oh, right eye means father and left eye means mother. It can't be that simple.
Or right eye is self-determination, left eye
it
is...
can't be that simple.
Yeah.
So even though it's a complex subject, with the help of colors, and if we take off all this, that when did we get it, we're trying to make it extremely simple, extremely sensitive to that people want solutions to get to it. Let me give you an example. We've been able to help 4 different people with these eye problems.
Okay.
I didn't know squint can't be corrected.
Yes.
2 of the people got corrected of squint.
Yes.
Is that amazing?
And I've seen you personally work on that, so...
And then there was these floaters in the eyes.
Yes.
which and the kid was told macular degeneration.
Hmm.
No, she had choroid degeneration, and she was told that she will not be able to see again.
Okay.
80% of her vision was gone.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'd just done 3 hours with Dr. Crazy.
Okay.
Do you know that girl's life changed? She's 18 today, and she
Hmm.
has her vision.
And that's amazing. I mean, for you as a therapist who's able to give someone vision is something that I can dream of only after I die and donate my eyes to someone. So you are able to experience that while you're still living. That is
I can say this,
brilliant.
Doreen. I don't want to be just I, because here,
Hmm.
Dr. Kwesi, when he's busy spreading this news, I would say we all can do that.
Exactly.
And if I could bring back help 5 different cases at the point where I'd just done 3 hours,
Yes.
Dr. Kwesi has been very generous. He's going to be doing 4-day program in India, and he's giving us great discounts.
Yes.
I think everyone should really, really go ahead and make use of it.
And these days, I see a lot of kids struggling with, short-sightedness, long-sightedness. And if they're wearing specs at the age of 4 and 5, I'm sure that must be hampering their confidence level in terms of sports and, presentation and so many other ways.
I mean,
Being
don't
called
we-
a dhapne and all of that must be really affecting them. It's like
I
they're a
just-
soft target to be bullied in school, right?
I just feel that children, we want them to be perfect, we want them to do so much, and yet, is it possible that we as parents are going wrong with our perceptions, and our perceptions are then becoming a burden for our children,
That's a very good
and
way
that
of
then
looking at
can
it.
create the refractive problems, because refraction doesn't mean anything but breaking down.
Wow.
If you break the word refraction just means being fractured.
Hmm.
So what is it that's getting fractured in their thoughts where they're having a fracture in their vision? So you're going to learn a lot in this story.
Hmm.
I can only say, come, attend it, feel it,
Sure.
enjoy it, and be there.
Anu, I just have 2 more questions. How do you? We already have a lot of doctors and therapists and counselors who are going to be a part of this workshop. Can you tell us how is it going to help them? How is it going to help me in my work?
Like I said earlier, I mean, we're looking at body, and somewhere we've disconnected the body from the brain. Even if, Madam,